Best nail techs in the city that I've seen? Myself, of course.
Of course.
You know, I have many skills with the nails.
Visions of winning when my eyes close. You can blink and you miss it. Where does the time go? Setting goals, another day, another milestone. Sometimes you think you got diamonds and they be.
I'm Cassandra. I'm the owner of Miss Sunny D Nails, and I'm checking in with the Hustlers Lounge. So, I have a sister, and she had a friend back in the day, and because I'm light skinned and I'm always smiling, he called me Miss Sunny D. And so it was my normal Instagram post or my Instagram name, and then I just decided to go ahead and just change it to nails, and I just never changed it since. It still fits. I'm born and raised in St. Paul, Minnesota. Pretty easy, I guess. It was chill. Went to Central, big school, so I know a lot of people. I got started with doing nails. I was just a lover of nails back in the day. In high school, getting my nails done with my friends and things like that all the time. Always try to have the fly nails. And then I was doing nursing, and I was pregnant, and I'm really soft, and I couldn't deal with death like that. So I like doing nails, and I decided to go ahead and do that. I had a little bad experience and just knew that things were not as clean as I would like them to be and whatnot. So I decided to go ahead and go to school when I was 24. Schooling isn't really hard. It's pretty easy to get through that part. It's only a semester. I went to Century College in White Bear Lake. But getting started in the field can be hard when you, I really have a passion for this and cared about the cleanliness of everything and proper way of applying the proper materials and products and things like that. So I would try to go to a few salons and it just didn't work. I might stay 3 days and had to call it quits. So just finding a good niche for me and a good space for me was a little hard. So the first salon that I had worked in was in Uptown. It was a new up-and-coming salon, and I was really excited. It was a great experience, high-end clientele and things like that. But the environment wasn't the best for me, I would say. You know, it was very educational. It was a lot of building art and building your status and finding your niche of what you like to do. There were some very talented ladies there, but it just wasn't the space for me. When you are working in a salon, it depends. If you're working for commission, like you're an employee, it can be 40-60. You get 40% of the services that you do, and then they get 60% of the services. At this time, this one was new. They were, just trying to get everybody excited about being there, so we actually started off with 60%. And then they took 40% for the products and things that we use, because we didn't have to bring anything except for our hard tools that we would need. So starting out, I was mainly looking for black nail techs. I didn't have that in St. Paul. It was a lot of chop shop, like some of us like to call it, or the places that don't necessarily do the clean work and things of that nature. So when I was here in Minneapolis, I've heard of Akila. She has been doing nails for 20 years. She was in the South Minneapolis area. So she was my first mentor. She helped me out, and she was very knowledgeable. But then some of the bigger names, I have Creations by Kiki on Instagram. She is amazing at what she does. She's in North Carolina. I've taken a few classes, and I went to New York Fashion Week with her. So she's pretty dope. And then there's so many, honestly. I have thought about working back in shops as far as with the craziness that happened during the pandemic. Anybody in this industry will tell you that hit us very hard. Being in the service industry, you need people, and if you can't come in, you can't do nails, so you're not getting paid. So it can be very hard being an entrepreneur as far as if no one's there, you're not getting paid. So as far as for working in a shop, it can be a little bit better because you're getting paid hourly. So sometimes, and then you might get benefits and things of that nature, but I don't know, I think I might start my own shop. So I am a full-time business owner and a full-time mom. It's been a little hard, when you're a full-time business owner and you're an entrepreneur and you're the only person, you don't have nobody else to depend on. It's not just a 9 to 5, it's a 24-hour, 365. So whether I'm here doing nails and servicing my clients, or I'm home, or even on my way home in the car, I'll sit and I'm texting back people that I didn't get a chance to talk to throughout the day and helping people schedule appointments if I need to, or answering whatever questions they have. It's just a 24/7 a day type job. So I started out with working on my time and how long it takes me to do nails, so that I'm very much so I don't need a break. So I need to go back to back so I can make my day go. So just understanding my craft and how long it takes me to do that helped me. I am never late most of the time for my clients. That's one thing that my clients love about me is my timeliness and being able to manage, and when they come in here, everything's ready. We just get started. So doing that, and then just, you know, doing what I can with my mom. I have a great support system as far as for helping out with my daughter and things of that nature. And then I take Sundays and Mondays off so that I can relax and chill and kind of let my body rejuvenate for the rest of the week. Right now, my eyes are set on south. I love Minnesota, but this cold is killing me. So with Creations by Kiki, I was thinking maybe reaching out to her, seeing if I can go to North Carolina. But I do have a deep love for Georgia, so somewhere down there. Really, I don't want it to be too saturated for the industry because I want to, you know, again, build myself up and build an empire. But at the same time, you know, it's room for all of us. So somewhere in the South. So tips for nail techs, it can be very good and it can be not so much anything at all. I'd say I've been in the Uptown area. That is great for tips. You're getting $20 plus when it comes for tips. I've worked in the St. Paul area. I can get anywhere from about 10 to 20 plus, depending on who it is and how they probably know me. But then I've worked at some places that I've called chop shops. I only stay there for 3 days, and it's just a little bit more of a dysfunctional atmosphere. And I just feel like people come in there just to get their nails done, and they're not doing nothing else. They don't care about it's a service that they can't do for themselves. But yeah, it's pretty decent. Right now, it's great. Yes. I have done my own nails since 2014. I don't let nobody touch my hands. So the reason why I got into this industry, one of my favorite nail techs at the time, she cut me. And I was bleeding, and she just dabbed it and kind of kept going, didn't clean nothing. And I'm like, I know this ain't right. And then she just kept moving to the next person and didn't clean anything. So I'm like, I know this has got to be, it just grossed me out. So ever since then, I went to school, learned how to do it, and practicing on my hands actually helped me to further myself in my industry as well. So I always have one long, one short because now I'm working, so I'm left-handed. I need this hand to maneuver and do things that I need, but I also need to show people this is what I do. So it's a great conversation starter. I'm not. I am not ambidextrous at all. It was very hard getting started because, you know, you're trying to perfect it. It's taking you 3-4 hours. It's just me crying. Nobody can help me, you know. So in the beginning, it was hard. It was very sloppy. It was crazy. But again, this is what I wanted to do. It's my passion. So I was up late nights doing my nails, practicing, making sure that my shaping is on point and things of that nature. And that's what brings clients to me is my shape. So working on myself is best. So with Creations by Kiki, she has the group of nails. So she's the head of that. And she had posted that she was interested in people coming out and seeing if you wanted to try it out. So me trying to explore and, again, find my niche within this nail industry because there's so many options of what you can do with this, I decided to go ahead and try my luck. I did have to pay to participate with this one, but at the time I was cool with that. And it was with New York Fashion Week / Fashion Gallery. And so it's more so like people like Project Runway as far as for the artists and things of that nature, the stylists. It was a lot. We service just like regular nail polish on hands and toes of at least 20 to 40 people, models, and there was 6 of us. It was supposed to be 16 of us, but you know, it was 6 of us. But we were working over 12 hours. We were hustling and bustling, and it was a great experience, but I think I know that that's not for me. Mentally and physically, yes, because it was 4 days long, I believe, and we were getting up at 5, and we had to be there at 6, and it was right away as soon as you're in there, you're starting. And every 4 hours, we had to do a new show. So literally, once they're done, let them sit there, and it's regular polish, so it's like they're bumping, they're doing things, and we had to go and correct things. We're literally on our hands and feet, and you have to be fast in that industry. If you know anything about the modeling world, you know that that's like it's a fast pace. So I feel like it pushed me with moving faster so that I could be neat and things of that nature, but I was stressed. It was a lot, but like I said, we pulled through. I guess I thought it might have been a little bit more of opening doors, but it still was a great experience as far as for connecting with more nail techs across the country where, you know, if I wanted to go work somewhere, say, hey, I'm in town, do you need some help, what have you, I could go do that. And so it was great to network with other nail techs in different cities and whatnot. And I got a few model people too that I still follow, and they still follow me too. My first love was nursing. But again, I can't deal with death. I'm too soft for that. So I think right now I'm thinking more of like doula work because I still love birth and all of that, and just being able to I have a very nurturing, helpful type. I just want to help, so I do something in nursing or doula. Favorite set that I've done creativity wise, I have a lot. These that I just did are pretty dope because I don't do nail art, and there's a lot of trippy nail art going on as far as for the mushrooms and the weird eyeballs and just weird stuff. So I tried that out. Turned out pretty dope. Got a lot of compliments already when I posted it on my Instagram. But I have some clients that have some really long nails that I have some fun with. I don't have a specific one. I love them all. My mother, she always had really nice nails, and growing up, she actually told me when I moved into this space, like growing up, that while she was getting her nails done, I started asking her. So apparently I was doing this in sixth, trying to be doing nails and picking out colors and things of that nature. But once I truly decided that this is what I wanted to do, she was the main person helping me if I needed supplies. She'll buy in on that. Of course, she gets her nails done for free, but she would let me try and create whatever I wanted to. So in the beginning, it was definitely some crazy nails, but she still, supported me and kept coming back. For the rest of 2022, I am working on my nail art. I want to have more fun, have more nails of Instagram, if you call it. So I'm working on that, taking some classes, things of that nature, but I am going to try to reach out to some of these connects that I've made through Clubhouse. Some celebrity nail artists that I can, reach out, take more classes. So just pretty much perfect my craft. My portfolio is Instagram. So Miss Sunny D Nails on Instagram. You will find me there. I use the hashtag try and try again, or try and try until you succeed, because that is something that I needed to do within this industry. So you can also find my pictures under that hashtag, but it's everything. I have created a lot of beautiful nails on there. In the next 5 years, I see myself being a very successful spa lounge owner. I always knew that I wanted to get my foot in the door, but I always knew that I wanted to end up taking over. Not quite sure if I want to stay in the Twin Cities as much as I love them since I'm born and raised, but I have, like I said, made connections elsewhere, so I would like to kind of see where it takes me, but definitely having my own salon so that I can help more people. I feel like the education side of it lacks on the school side. When you're going to school and just to get your license, you're not going to know straight out of there what to do in the industry. And so my whole thing is I want to have a salon that gives back to the education side of it. If there's trendy nail art, we're going to teach you that. We're going to make sure that you feel more successful when you're on the floor. My first day being on the floor, I didn't feel as successful. I didn't feel as confident as far as for my skills, and they just kind of threw me in there. It was like, just work. And then things get taken away as far as for my pay because it's not the best service for, what they say I should be doing. So I really want to give back on the education side when I do have employees that work for me. Being a mother. Being a mother at 20 years old and not being in the best situation with her father and things of that nature. Nobody else is going to make sure I'm okay. Nobody else is going to make sure she's okay. So being a mother definitely put a fire under my ass to do what I need to do. I've worked in banking, I've worked in nursing, I've had some really nice jobs, but it wasn't my idea to work a 9 to 5. So doing this allowed me to have the flexibility to be able to be the mom that I wanted to be, as well as be the hustler. So yeah, my daughter definitely made me a hustler.